All right, y'all. So as promised, we got to talk about the championships from yesterday, right? I'm going to be recapping the two games I highlighted, right? The Man United versus Knight Riders and the Vegas Elite versus Team Takeover. So let's get it. All right, so hey, Cooper Flag is as advertised, y'all. He had 18. I think he had 12 boards, 7 assists, something like that. That dude was hooping, right? He was like a mismatch nightmare, right? I might say like defensively, he's probably gonna have to get a little bit bigger, but hey, this dude can hoop. I see why he's number 2 player in the country. I think regardless of class as well, according to Paul Biakari, the ESPN commentator and analyst who does the rankings, right? His brother really surprised me though, right? Ace Flag can hoop too, right? He was taking charge, getting there, playing defense against Cameron Boozer, against some of their key players. Ace Flag was, and he's a really gritty player, man. He got a nice little jump shot, good little pace to his game, man. He's a fighter. He really impressed me as well. Now, y'all want to talk about hooping? This kid right here, Caden Boozer, oh my goodness, bro. 23 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. What really impressed me is like his brother got in foul trouble, right? He only had like 1 point, I think, all the way up into the second half, and then he got up to 5 points. But he was in foul trouble, right? So he sat most of the fourth quarter. So, I mean, this kid had to take over, and this kid was scoring in spurts. And what I love about his game is he has a really good pace to his game, right? Soon as they get a rebound or still, he's pushing that ball in transition, firing an open man, easy shot, or he driving to the rim. He was hitting nice little runners and floaters, has a good mid-range game, a good pick and roll and pick and pop game. He knows what to do with the ball in his hands. It's hard to believe this guy is a top 25 player, right? I think he's better than that, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion. Top 25 doesn't do him justice, right? I think this player is a top 10 player in his class of 2025. We'll see, as the ESPN analyst said, and the one that does the rankings, Paul Biakari, he said that it's fluid. Hey, this guy right here deserves to be top 10. This guy right here is a different level. Now, I can't really say much on Cameron Boozer right here. He does have the potential, right? He didn't have his best game, right? So it's hard for me to rate him. But, what stood out to me is that, he moves very well. He has a good defense, good tenacity. He doesn't give up on plays. Very aggressive. He's a dominant in the post, man, in the paint. It's hard to stop him, man. 6'9", 6'8", with that kind of body, like it's difficult for the defenders. But, I can see why he got number 1 ranking, but you didn't see a lot because, obviously, he didn't have his best game, but he does have some very impressive stuff. Now, we got to talk about the team takeover game, right? This dude right here, Darren Harris, him and John Mobley were going at it. Like, that first half, 41-40, these two were just knocking down threes. And when I say I have not seen a game in a long time where players are going back and forth, just shooting, just knocking down, and I'm going to one-up you, him and John Mobley was doing that the whole game. Now, those two are a different breed, right? He's a striper extraordinaire. So is John Mobley. He really impressed me, the commit that's going to Ohio State from Bishop Gorman. Those two can hoop. Takeover ended up winning. They pulled away at the end. They were up like double digits, but that first half was electric. That was some dynamite, fireworks type of stuff by both of them. So those two are going to be exciting to watch going forward. I think he's committed to Duke, so watch out for those two going forward.